Hello and good afternoon to another edition of LDTV Sports. Today we are covering a girls soccer matchup between the Seneca Golden Eagles and the Cherokee Chiefs. I'm, as always, Connor McAndrew alongside my partner in crime, Joe Malagrana. So, Joe, what do you say about today's game?
Well, Megan Boland's Chiefs are coming in on fire. They've had a very successful year, 13-3. They're ranked 5th. They won 6 out of the last 7 games. In fact, their last game is a loss to Eastern, number 1 Eastern, in the semifinals of the South Jersey coaches. So I'm sure they want to get back in the win column today. On the other hand, Matta Bates Golden Eagles, boy, the last couple of years, they just improved every year. The win today will beat their record last year. They're coming in today at 6-8. They're ranked 14th. I think both teams, I think the first goal is going to be important today, set the tempo. Both teams are looking to make a statement today prior to the playoffs beginning next week.
Sounds like we're in for a great one, and we'll be back after this.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or comegnolaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction, providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600. And on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hello, and we are live here at Cherokee High School. In for a good matchup today, we have the Cherokee Chiefs taking on the Seneca Golden Eagles. Similar records as well. It's time now for the Jocelyn Sideline Report. Remember, your year with a one-of-a-kind yearbook for your student. Yearbooks and parent ads are available online at jostens.com. I spoke to head coach of the Cherokee Chiefs, Megan Boland, and I asked her how she felt about today's game, and she said she's excited to face a rival in Seneca. And back to the sideline report after the national anthem was just played. I asked her how does she about what is her key to winning today's matchup, and she said it's got to be possession time, as possession's key in this sport. I also spoke to head coach of the Seneca Golden Eagles, Matthew Abate, and I asked him how does he feel about today's game, and he says he feels ready to go up against a strong Cherokee squad. They're one of the top in the district, and he said for them to win today's game is going to be their possession and movement off the ball. As that is your sideline report.
And before we start, I want to make a correction. In the pregame, I said that the Golden Eagles are 6-8. They're actually 11-6. Sorry, Matt Abate and the Golden Eagles. I think the sun's getting a pop of Mel early here today. Beautiful day. Last night we had the coats on.
Yes, it was very, very cold. It's time now for the Equitable Keys to the Game, providing millions of customers life insurance and annuities and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. You can call it 732-452-7275. For Seneca, it's keep their shape/formation.
Yeah, playing your position, and if you come off of a position and another teammate fills in your spot, the old vacate and fill, it's going to be very important today.
Cherokee is playing with physicality.
Well, they set the tempo right away, putting their opponent's mind that they're going to be in for a battle.
Both sides today, it's going to be possession and movement off the ball.
Well, I already said possession is always key, but you usually need movement off the ball to be successful.
Those are your keys to the game, sponsored by Equitable. Just a few.
The prospective starting lineup today for the visiting Golden Eagles. In the net, Julia Rath. You have Cadence Fian, Maddie Schwartz, Gabby Miller, Sophia Cooper, Vanessa Alty, Nora Eberman, Rihanna Vincent, Grace Malillo, Ava Palladino, and Mason Larkamp.
For the Cherokee Chiefs, their projected starting lineup, we have number 3, Abby Zabriskie. We have number 6, Stephanie Monroe. Number 8, Katie Ulmer. Number 9, Morgan Schenk. Number 12, Catherine Hatch. Number 11, Olivia Maroon, she's a captain. Number 15, Nicole Edelman. Number 19, Aylin Rowe. Number 20, Isabella Moore. Number 24, Abigail Kulinski. And number 25, Juliet Moores, with Jada Branford in net today for the Chiefs.
And there's 3 captains today for the Golden Eagles. That's again goalie Julia Rath, Grace Malillo, and Ava Palladino.
And for the Chiefs, once again, Olivia Marone. We have Nicole Edelman as well, Aylin Rowe, Abigail Kulinski, and Juliet Morsey, and Kaylin Roselli are your captains for today.
Again, beautiful day. Again, the first goal I think is going to be important because it is quite warm down there for the players, and we'll see what happens. Who scores that first goal, set the tempo, and like I said in the pregame, I think both teams want to make a statement because the playoffs are right around the corner. We're about to get started. We'll turn it over to our play-by-play announcer, Mr. Connor McAndrew.
Seneca is going to begin with possession. Here to begin this first half. And we are underway from Cherokee High School. Division rivalry at stake today. Ball's at the defense. Stolen away by Caroline Neal. Moving up the field. Header drawed back. Possession goes to Cherokee.
The Golden Eagles have that gold and yellow number on, kind of tough to pick up.
This one will go out of play, and for a Cherokee throw-in, Morsey gets it over to Ulmer. Pass to Neal. Shot. Save from Mason Larcomp. First shot already. Mason Larcomp. Or Julia Rath. Julia Rath made the save on that last play. Now turning upfield is Abby Zabriskie. Zabriskie. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay Cherokee possession.
Good possession here. Good pressure by the Chiefs early.
Thrown by Nicole Edelman. Neal's pass. Zabriskie cross. Deflected by Seneca. Still in play for the Chiefs. Juliet Morsey. We'll just send it back over to Julia Rath. Good goal kick there from Rath. Stolen back by the Chiefs. Attempted cross. Still in play. And goes to Julia Rath for the easy grab.
Again, a lot of pressure here by the Chiefs.
Taking at midfield. Goes inside and stopped by number 9, Morgan Shank. Pass from Zabriskie. Ball's at midfield. Try to get something going there. Stopped by the Seneca defense. Able to find that was Nora Eberman for the Golden Eagles. Hatch's pass. Turning outfield is Bella Moore. And she runs out of room for the Seneca goal kick. Cherokee on the attack early. Knuckleball of a kick. Now we're set up at midfield. Inside the pass from Vanessa Audie. Now Seneca in business, and this one will go out of bounds.
That was great use of the long pass to the corner there. That's some offensive possession there for the Golden Eagles.
Jada Brantford taking her first goal kick. It's a good one, but stays in play for the Chiefs. Going up the field is Ulmer. Looking for an opening, and it's shut down. Regained by Hatch. Hatch takes a shot at it, and it goes over the net.
I believe that's the second shot from that distance from Hatch. The first one was on goal. Unfortunately, they just got under her foot and went over the net. It was a good idea.
Might have went over the uprights.
No, unfortunately, the wrong ones.
Here's Julia Rath. Making the play. Good challenge there from Seneca. That was number 15, or number 16, Grace Malillo.
Now another good ball.
Seneca with numbers. Goes, just a little close for comfort there.
Great idea going for that lower right-hand corner. Unfortunately, No Golden Eagles there to tap it in. The second possession in a row for the Golden Eagles where they had some penetration on that left side, in that left corner.
Once again, Jada Branford for the goal kick. Good header there. Defense from Morgan Shank. Still, however, Seneca with the footing. The attempted cross, too far. Possession will go back to Cherokee.
And yet again, coming strong physical play and strong possession play by the Golden Eagles on that left side.
That pass on that last play was intended for number 9, Sophia Cooper. Here's Jada Branford. Able to get over to Aylin Rowe. Pass from Zabriskie. Intercepted, but back to Seneca possession. Cooper. Try to find Ava Palladino. Fighting for it is Cat Hatch. Moving on quickly there for the Chiefs, Abigail Kalinsky. And Branford just able to kick it out of the way. Morsey's pass. Going up the field, it's Bella Moore. Bella Moore dekes the defender, the cross. Chest shot. Save from Julia Rath.
Good idea. Unfortunately, went right to Rath. Fairly easy save for Julia.
First good opportunity. Good look from the Chiefs here early in this first half. Shank kicking it back over to Branford. Branford able to find Bella Moore. Moore using the speed. Pass inside. Sets up, and this one still in play. Ulmer shot over the net.
I did notice that again, Jada Branford is in the nets for Cherokee. She's coming in here with 43 saves, and it looks like they split the Chiefs split the goaltending duties with Kaylin Roselli because she's coming in with 48 saves. But Jada Branford gets the call today.
Setup from Nicole Edelman. Possession goes to Seneca. Try to find Cooper there. Stolen away from Edelman. Palladino on the attempted pass. Try to find an opening now. That through pass denied from Katie Ulmer. Rowe can't get through either. Back up from Kalinsky. Pass inside to Ulmer. Ulmer's through pass. Bella Moore able to beat the defender, but the ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay Cherokee possession. Good effort on the play. Throw in. This one goes out of bounds. It's going to be Seneca possession now. Still battling. And now Seneca pushing it up the field. Quickly denied from Shank. Intercepted back by Seneca. Now deep pass right to Jada Brantford. Out there to scoop it up. Goes for the punt. Kalinsky went down after that kick. Got up immediately. Now moving's Caroline Neal. Caroline Neal. Rose pass. Zabriskie still going. Trying to find the outside pass to Edelman. Still in play for the Chiefs. Kept in by Hatch. Hatch denied. Getting it through the middle. Pass from Cooper. Here's Gabby Miller. And Shank able to get back for the Chiefs. Here's Bella Moore. It would outrun two defenders before it goes out of bounds.
At this point, we see some great individual effort on both teams. Just under 27 minutes left in the first half. We're scoreless.
Especially Seneca's defense with the amount of opportunities Cherokee's had already. Here's Abby Zabriskie. Able to find Edelman. Edelman with the through pass to Ulmer. Too much. This will be a goal kick for Julia Rath. So we get a substitution.
Looks like number 19, Sam Zarondik, in for the Golden Eagles.
Nice play there, intercepted by a Cat Hatch. Bella Moore. Moore on the attack. Try to get across and challenged well from the Seneca defense. Ball goes back to Julia Rath for the Golden Eagles. For another goal kick. Tries to find Cooper, intercepted by Edelman. Zabriskie able to make a play on it. Zabriskie inside to Ulmer. Ulmer cross. No one was there. Hatch. And her shot goes just wide.
It's about the third or fourth shot from that spot. Maybe a little farther this time than Hatch, but unfortunately, again, went over the net.
Definitely kick field goals that distance. Wrong sport. Here's Julia Rath. Shank. Pass from Morsey. Gonna go out of bounds. Possession goes back to Seneca. Throw in from Morsey. Played by Ulmer. Gabby Miller for Seneca with a great pass. Seneca now on the attack. Try to go inside.
Ooh. Nice setup, good possession. Got the shot off. Unfortunately, couldn't get a lot on that shot. Easy save for Jada Branford.
Branford with the high kick on that punt. Aylin Rowe on the challenge. Taken away by Cooper. But it's in the other hands for a second. Bellamore able to regain. Bellamore taking it to the side. Cross. It's in the net! What a shot, Bellamore!
Well, I was just ready to say it was a perfect cross over the goalie's head for usually a teammate that just tip it in. But unfortunately for Julia Rath, went over her net, and like you said, it was just a perfect shot in the first goal today.
That's just impressive. And Cherokee leads 1-0 after an incredible shot. Pass from Miller is going to go out of bounds for the Chiefs. And let's take a look at the replay, sponsored by Ivory Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivoryrehab.com. We'll get that to you momentarily.
We're back live here. Yeah, I think it's the first whistle of the day.
Clean game so far.
Break here.
Anticipate pass.
Oh.
Shot just goes over the net.
A great opportunity there. Again, just the foot got underneath the ball, just a little bit too much. Sails over the net. That would have been amazing coming back in a minute or two after the Chiefs put the first goal, on the scoreboard.
Personal last shot there, Ava Palladino, just inches away from tying this game up. Jada Branford, however, on the kick, intercepted at midfield by the Golden Eagles. Looking. Short pass there, Aylin Rowe able to break it up. Rowe able to find Zabriskie. Abby Zabriskie through pass. Caroline Neal, can she get to it? And a good challenge.
First corner of the day goes to the Chiefs.
And when Bellamore took that shot, it looks like she took it like it was a corner. Just on the opposite end.
Yeah, and again, that close to the goal. Again, you want to get that ball over the goalie's head. Again, most of the time, we're looking for a teammate to tap it in, but went into the net, they'll take it.
Taking the corner was Kat Hatch. Good for the Golden Eagles. And now moving down the field is Seneca. Wizard of a pass, going to go right to Jada Branford.
And Connor, you mentioned Ava Palladino. She broke the school record scoring a year, and she's coming into this game tied for first with 13 goals along with Gabby Miller. So congratulations to Ava Palladino.
Congratulations to them. Jada Branford. 20 minutes to go here in this first half. Cherokee with the low.
.14 for the Chiefs, Emily Butler going into the game. Number 3, Abby Zabriskie coming out.
Throw-in from Morsey. Bellamore try getting a foot on it. Goes back to Seneca. Play by Lindsay Napoli. Now Emily Butler just checked into the game. Gets the through pass to work there at Katie Ulmer.
Good job there by the defense of the Golden Eagles.
Looking for the pass. Palladino. Who can beat? And Rowe able to get it back for the Chiefs. How to get off was Edelman. Able to find Ulmer for the second, stolen away by Seneca. Shank right back for the Chiefs, and now ball goes out of bounds. Back to Golden Eagles. We go. Sophia Cooper for the throw-in. Try to find Gabby Miller. This one will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Chiefs. Sophia Cooper will do it again. Played by Gabby Miller for the Golden Eagles. This one goes out of bounds once again. Last touch by Aylin Rowe. Third throw in now for Sophia Cooper. Going back to Gabby Miller on that play. And it'll be Cherokee possession after ball went out. Going to throw was Edelman. Trying number 6 who just checked into the game, Stephanie Monroe. Monroe. Made by Lindley. We'll just send it back. Cherokee with possession. Lost. Nothing to go with that pass there. Just send it out of bounds. Cherokee throwing. Bellamore. And she steps out of bounds. Possession goes back to Seneca. Here's Julia Rath. Ball's up the middle. Made a play on it was Ava Palladino. Edelman able to fall on it was Jada Brantford. Close call there.
Yeah, it was just good communication there on the defense. Chiefs.
Brantford with the punt. And able to get to Caroline Neal. Pass from Butler. Gets over to Aylin Rowe. Rowe shot at it. And right to the hands of Julia Rath.
That's her through the net, because you never can tell coming in. Get a rebound. Get those shots low.
Remember we covered last Cherokee soccer game. That was against Cherry Hill East. And their goalie had trouble times with when the ball was going right to her hand. She could not hold on to it.
Right, give up that rebound, boy. It's tough to recover.
On the other end, Gabby Miller. Possession goes out of bounds. Back to the Chiefs. 14 minutes to play. Napoli. Rowe. Try to get the pass there. Denied. Ball's at midfield for Seneca now. Palladino fighting for it. This one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Seneca. Chiefs. We have our second corner.
Yeah, the first four of the goal. If they get something going here.
Ava Palladino. Header attempt. And just letting out of bounds is Butler. Taken out of bounds quickly after Sophia Cooper with the header. Looking down the field for Monroe. Making a play. Jalen Rowe. Cat Hatch. Bellamore. Can't beat her that time. This one's intercepted by Monroe. Butler. Finds Edelman. Stays in play. Able to find it is
Unfortunately, pushed off and got called. Want to go the other way.
Possession goes back to Seneca. The free kick. Header from Monroe. And now Butler on the push. The bounds by Seneca.
Good movement there and ball skills by Butler. Nice play defensively, but unfortunately went out of bounds. It'll be Cherokee throwing.
Throwing back to the Chiefs for Edelman. Trying to spin out of it was Butler. Trying to find. Possession goes to Jada Branford. Kicks it away. Pass from Morsey to the middle to Aylin Rowe. Finds Butler. Back out to Lindsay now. Way back out to Morsey. This pass is intercepted. Pass try to find Palladino. And runs out of room right to Jada Branford for the roll. Butler intercepted by Cooper. Taken back. Here's Gabby Miller. Threw past too much there, right to Jada Branford. And she'll just throw it right over to Nicole Edelman. From Palladino. And stolen back, Aylin Rowe. Rowe with the through pass. Cutting down the field is Caroline Neal. Cross. What a defensive effort there from the Golden Eagles. Miller.
And again, that's staying in your position and staying with your man or woman in this case.
Bowler to row. Try to find Malillo there. And possession goes back to Jada Branford. Kicks it off. Here's Emily Butler. Challenged by Sophia Cooper.
They got to push off again on the Chiefs. It's going to be Seneca ball. And Golden Eagles the last 3 or 4 times tried to get it up the middle of the Palladino unsuccessfully. Wonder if they maybe change a little bit because they've been winning the corners.
Free kick number 2 of the day for the Golden Eagles. This one goes right to Jada Branford.
Now, I'm sure that was number 25, Mason Larkamp, wanted to get that more to the left where all the teammates were. Unfortunately, didn't get enough hook up in the ball. Easy save for Jada Branford.
Branford with a booming punt on that one.
She's had some monster punts today.
Caroline Neal. Intercepted back at midfield. Morsey. Through pass from Napoli. Possession goes back to Seneca.
Aaron Devaney going in, and also number 24, Abby Kolinsky for the Chiefs.
And checking out is number 18, Lindsay Napoli. Caroline Neal. Or that's Monroe. To Aylin Rowe. Finds Edelman. Quick pass.
Nice play.
Nice challenge to intercept it.
There's number 5, Maddie Schwartz of the Golden Eagles with a nice effort there.
Bellamore checks out of the game as well for Abby Zabriskie. Ball goes out of bounds back to Seneca. Less than 6 minutes of play here in this first half. Monroe lost her footing on that one. Gabby Miller breaking through. Denied by Shank for the Chiefs. Quick look. Number 13, Nora Eberman for the throw-in. Try to find Schwartz. Kept in play by number 3, Cadence Feehan. Cadence Feehan. And Zabriskie. Challenged by Palladino. Ball goes back to the Chiefs.
And no call there. Shoulders, shoulders. Good effort, both teams. That'll be a throw-in for the Chiefs.
Nicole Edelman. Ball goes to Shank. Now Juliet Morsey. Cat Hatch. Pass was intercepted by Larcomp. Now the inside pass to Gabby Miller. And Morgan Schenk with an excellent challenge. Pass intercepted by Kulinski. Hatch over to Aylin Rowe. This one goes out of bounds. As it goes to Seneca. Free kick for the Golden Eagles. And making a play on it was Gabby Miller. Schenk lost her footing on the ball. Goes inside of Palladino. Palladino off the post. Goalie's best friend comes in for that save. Now Caroline Neal. That was the best look today for the Golden Eagles.
Gets in. We have a tie game with 2 minutes left in the first half.
Monroe inside. Neal. Diving save. Julia Rath. Header from Hatch. Goes inside.
Nice one-touch pass there. Still plenty of time for the Golden Eagles.
With possession deep in Cherokee zone. Inside 2 minutes. Gabby Miller. Takes a shot at it. Jada Brantford save. Rebound.
Oh!
Another save. Jada Brantford. Here's Fian. Takes a trip. No call. Zubriski. Palladino with.
You got the push. You got a little over a minute left. A 10-bell save there by Bradford. Unbelievable. Gave up the rebound, came back and made the save. See if the Golden Eagles can tie this up right here with 1 minute left.
It's going to be a free kick for Seneca. Ava Palladino.
Looking into that sun, the goalie.
And able to dive right on it. Jada Brantford. Another nice save there. We're inside a minute. Another booming punt from her. This one goes out of bounds back to Seneca. Have to act quick with 40 seconds to go. Here's Grace Malillo. Stolen away from Rowe. Up the field to Monroe. Caroline Neal off the rebound. Good challenge, still 10 seconds. And that will take us to halftime.
Well, Connor, I know it's plenty of time. We still got a whole half to go, but if this score stays the same, that save by Jada Brantford, I'm sure there's not going to be any complaints in saying that's the play of the game. She got a little lucky the first time with the, with the goalpost save, but the one after that made the save, gave up the rebound, and made the second save. As we see our score there, 1-0. We have a great game going on here after 1-0 the Chiefs.
Absolutely. And we'll throw to a quick intermission and be back with the start of the second half.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK-MENU or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction, providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600 and on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
And we are back here with the start of the second half. Cherokee in a thriller in that first half. They lead 1-0 after an incredible goal from Bellamore to open up the scoring. Seneca had many opportunities. Jada Brantford was there. And let's take a look at the replay, sponsored by Ivory Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivoryrehab.com. Speaking of Bellamore, here's that incredible goal. Goes over the head of Julia Rath. Curled in beautifully. 1-0 Cherokee.
And looking at that, I think if Julia Moore was kind of off balance, she was on one leg going up for that. Possibly, with a shot like that, a lot of times you'll see, have your both feet on the ground and tip it over the net. But unfortunately, she wasn't able to do that, and it gives Cherokee just a perfect shot by Bella Moore from the outside, making it 1-0. And again, I don't know if we'll get the replay on that save by Jada Brantford, but my God, that kept that score at 1-0.
Absolutely. While we have time, we'd like to say today's coaches for the Cherokee Chiefs. We have Megan Boland. It's her 6th year as a head coach. Her current record is 56, 46, and 4. She's assisted by Devin Smoiver and Steve Fortino.
And for your Golden Eagles, Mr. Matt Abate, 6 years as head coach. His current record is 50, 54, and 5. He's a former player here at Cherokee High School where he won a state championship. Went on to play at Arcadia, also coached at Widener and Villanova. I know Matt since he was about 5 years old.
Start of the second half about to begin. The Chiefs this time will have possession to kick things off. Cherokee with most opportunities so far today.
Yeah, I would say there's a little advantage there, but again, keeping that score only at 1, and the Golden Eagles have had a lot of possessions the last few minutes of the second half.
And that goal from Bellamore, there was nothing the defense could do there. There was just...
Absolutely. It was just perfect placement. I said the only possible thing could have possibly been a tip-off over the net by Julia Rath, but unfortunately that didn't happen.
And we are here with the start of the second half. Possession quickly off to a goal kick for Julia Rath. Cherokee leads 1-0. Header from Monroe. And brought down. Monroe tried to find more. Deflected off by Bellamore. Throw it off the header of Moore, and this one goes back out of bounds. Rihanna Vincent. Stolen away by Bellamore. More with the miscommunication. Cadence Fian. Malillo out to number 12, Vanessa Audi. Gabby Miller. Going down one-on-one. Save Jada Bradford.
Gabby Miller wants that back shoot, lower left-hand corner, but still an unbelievable save.
Jada Bradford, have yourself a day. However, we do have a corner for the Golden Eagles. Ava Palladino.
Their second corner today.
We'll take it. Trying to tie this game up. And right to Jada Bradford. She jumps right out of the net.
Aggressive play by Jada Bradford. Doesn't set up any pass, any rebounds. Great job.
Brantford with another great punt there.
Another monster punt all day.
Fian inside of Gabby Miller. And broken away from play was Schenk. Fian finds Gabby Miller. Miller inside. Playing on it. And right to Jada Brantford. Not much Ava Palladino could do right there.
A little pressure from the Golden Eagles early in this second half.
Just continues punt after punt. Sets up Abby Zabriskie. Now Katie Ulmer. Ulmer against Mason Larcomp. This one goes right to Gabby Miller. Gabby Miller using her speed. Chased down by Aylin Rowe. Making a play. Oh, great challenge. From Aylin Rowe to stop the pass. Rowe finds Hatch. Hatch with a leading pass. And just sending it out of bounds is Nora Eberman. Throw in for Morsey. Still in play for the Chiefs. Morsey inside of Monroe. Good deflection from Abby Zabriskie, but it goes out of play.
A really tough sun field right now for Julia Rath, especially coming from this right side.
This one goes out of bounds. Quick pass from Edelman. On the throw into Katie Ulmer. Ulmer inside. Aylin Rowe. Through pass, dive. Able to get to it was Julia Rath.
And a great setup there by the Chiefs. Passed just a little bit too far.
Nice punt there from Julia Rath. Nice placement there from Zabriskie. Now back on the ball is Zabriskie. Zabriskie over to Aylin Rowe. Deflected and denied. Back to Aylin Rowe.
Nice give and go there. Just a little bit too far.
Quick throw in for Seneca. And passing over to Brantford with Schenk. This one stays in play. Edelman. Stolen away. Sophia Cooper. Inside to Miller. Gabby Miller. Can't beat Schenk on that one. Still running for it is Cadence Fian. She's able to make a play on it. The pass. Brantford lost control and then regains.
An opportunity there on the rebound. Unfortunately, Golden Eagles couldn't get a foot on it.
Played by Mason Larcomp. Go out of bounds. Back to the Chiefs. Nicole Edelman. Goes right to Joy Rath for Aylin Rowe's shot. Here's Morsey. Aylin Rowe. And Monroe able to beat Eberman, but it goes back to Seneca. Eberman for the throw-in. An immediate turnover for the Golden Eagles. Back to a throw-in for the Chiefs. And can't keep it in play. Back to Seneca. Another quick turnover, Eberman. Try to find Schwartz there. Monroe able to make the play. Mason Larcomp with the clear.
And get a push after the play. It's going to be Chiefs ball.
Larcomp. Stolen away by Edelman. Edelman takes a shot. Or
Loose.
finds Bellamore. Bellamore saved. Joy Rath rebound. Cadence Fian. And Seneca able to get away with no score. On the attack by the Chiefs, Cadence Fian back for the Golden Eagles on the throw-in. Finds Gabby Miller. Palladino keeps it in play. Tried a through pass there to Miller. Unsuccessful. Back to Cadence Fian. Moving them up a few feet. Stolen away by Morgan Shank. Katie Ulmer. Guarded by Eberman. Now making the play, Maddie Schwartz. Cross pass to nobody. Abby Zabriskie able to get to it. Nicole Edelman. Nice challenge there, Sophia Cooper. Possession goes back to the Chiefs. Gabby Miller. Morsey. Kept in by Palladino.
Got to push down. No, Golden Eagles going to get it.
Whistle goes on Morsey. Fian with the free kick. Seneca looking to tie this game up. They have themselves a great opportunity to do so. Fian with the cross. Header to take it out. Monroe makes the play. Monroe can't beat Schwartz. Able to get to it. Abby Zabriskie. Ran out of room. Mason Larcomp able to kick it right out. Palladino's pass inside of Miller. Gabby Miller sends it out to Cadence Fian. She runs out of room. Challenge won by the Chiefs. Morgan Shank.
Good no call there.
Katie Ulmer. Larcomp kicks it away. Kept up, Gabby Miller. Through
nice
pass.
ball. Oh, offside.
Wave offsides.
Good idea, though.
First free kick of the day for the Chiefs. Sends it over. Palladino misses it. Or that was Grace Malillo who missed it. Now Bellamore. Cuts inside. Bellamore and defense to set up another corner for the Chiefs.
The second one for the Chiefs. Both teams even up with corners at 2. Again, Julia Rath is looking into that sun.
Catherine Hatch. Saved by Julia Rath.
Another corner.
Third corner now for Cat Hatch.
Again, that shot was right on the net. I wonder if she's doing it again because she is shading herself from the sun. There it
Sets
is.
it up, header off the post. Still in play. And Ulmer kicks it outside.
Perfect corner kick over the goalie's head, but again, the goaltender's best buddy.
Gonna give them another corner.
Posts. We're 3 quick corners here for the Chiefs.
Cat Hatch had to quickly switch sides. Now taking corner from the left side. Quick one done. Zabriskie taking it out. Hatch, cross, Bellamore still challenging and whistle.
Another corner, number 5. He's putting the pressure here.
Cat Hatch once again. Cross. Header from Fian. Kept in by Shank. Shank. And her shot just goes over the net. Plenty of opportunities just in those last minutes.
My God, they ripped off like 3 or 4 corners right in a row. That's putting the pressure on the defense, that's for sure.
Julia Rath for the goal kick. Short one, intercepted by Katie Ulmer. Ulmer, cross denied.
And guess what? Another corner.
Vanessa Audi using her body to just take it out of bounds. Cat Hatch back to take the corner.
And they always took advantage of that short kick by Rath. He's holding in corner number 6 for the Chiefs. Knocking on the door.
Hatch. This one goes over everyone. Kept in by Edelman. Making a play on it was Malillo. Now Seneca acting on it. Gabby Miller. Looking for an opening, stolen away by Morgan Shank. Bellamore.
Turned her around.
Challenged by Nora Aberman and awards the Chiefs another corner. Going on a corner frenzy.
Yeah, I think like 2 minutes ago, Cherokee had 1 corner number 7.
Cat Hatch.
See if they'll put it right on the net again.
This one stays in play from Katie Ulmer. Over with the cross. Everman able to make a play on it. Gabby Miller fighting with Shank. Got a push on the Chiefs. Nora Eberman for the free kick. And now the 6th consecutive corners come to an end. Intercepted. It's Monroe. Fian. Nice play there from Cat Hatch. Lost footing on it. Gabby Miller now. Morsey makes a nice play there. Set up from Monroe. Zabriskie to the outside. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a Cherokee throw-in. Just a little more than 20 minutes to play. And I think I heard a quarter there.
I think so. Number 8. The Chiefs are really stepping up now. They're beating a lot of these 50-50 balls, and they're winning them.
Going to their bread and butter. Cat Hatch once again. This is a nice one. It will be tipped away. That time from Julia Rath. Put it right on the net. Another corner for the Chiefs, this time Elin Rowe. Rowe. Very nice cross.
No.
It's in the net. Katie Omer with the header. Cherokee leads 2-0.
I've been knocking on the door for all the corner kicks that they had, and this one was a beautiful head shot. Katie Omer makes it 2-0. That is a big goal with just under 20 minutes left in the second half.
They were due for one.
They're knocking on the door, as I said, last 3-4 minutes. A lot of pressure on the Golden Eagles defense.
Chiefs are up to 9 corners on the day. Ball's up the middle. Played by Palladino right to Morgan Shank. Zabriskie can't keep it in play. Back to Seneca. Quick throw in. Finds Miller. Give and go. No call there. Intercepted. Monroe. Can't keep it. Slide tackle attempt. No good there. And it will result in a Seneca throw-in.
Nice move.
Here's Gabby Miller on the attack. Sets just over the net. Beautiful opportunity for the Golden Eagles right there. Let's take a look at the replay. Sponsored by Ivor Rehab. Aylin Roach is a perfect corner. Sets up the cross beautifully to Katie Ulmer, who finishes with the header. Cherokee leads 2-0. Fian and Bellamore. And it'll be a free kick for Seneca. Mason Larcombe. Larcomp. Pass intercepted by Monroe. Katie Ulmer makes the play on it. Able to find Bellamore. Moore able to beat Eberman. You can make it 10 corners on the day for Cherokee. How about that? No corners in the first half. Or they had one. Didn't capitalize on it. We're up to 10. Nice corner set. This one goes out of bounds. Possession goes back to Seneca. Joy Rath.
Certainly had danger written all over it, getting over the head of the goalie again.
Rath. Able to get up the midfield. Maddie Schwartz. Possession goes back to the Chiefs now. They are on the attack. Nicole Edelman. Running in. Zabriskie. Cross was not there for anyone, but Monroe keeps it in. Cherokee able to reset. Hatch with the cross. Set up for Zabriskie.
Going to be the offsides. But I tell you, Chiefs are really not taking the foot off the pedal right here. Just over 15 minutes left in the second half. 2-0. Cherokee.
Joy Rath. Cherokee back with possession. Elman lost her footing there. Stolen away by Morgan Shank. Trying to find Bellamore, keeps it in. Bellamore can't beat number 11, Sophia Adler, that time. Sophia Cooper. Inside to Palladino. Palladino lost room with the ball, and Schenk kicks it out of bounds. Throw in for Nora Eberman. Palladino. Throw in for Cherokee. Hatch. Adler gets beat by Morsey. Ulmer gets through Fian. Here's Aylin Rowe. And can't keep it in. Was Emily Butler. Julia Rath. Ball goes out. Back to Seneca. Aylin Rowe. Pushing it back over. Napoli. With the fake. This one goes out of bounds. Now Bellamore. After the throw, intercepted by Adler. Napoli kicking it right back to Jada Branford. She sends it over to Hatch. Monroe. Across the field. Played by Ulmer. Ulmer still able to have possession. Ulmer inside. And able to dive right on it. Had to run in the net for that one. Joya Rath.
Great setup, great play by Rath.
Short punt there, right to Sophia Adler. Shank right on it. Morgan Shank. Boy to the defender. Possession goes back to Seneca. Palladino. Sets up Adler. Adler looking for a cross. Trying to beat Morsey. She does. Stolen right away by Owen Rowe and kicked out of trouble. Eberman sets up Maddie Schwartz for the second. Ball goes out of bounds. Jada Brantford for the goal kick.
Number 16, Grace Malillo going back in for Golden Eagles. And number 9, Sophia Cooper.
Gabby Miller back on the field.
That was number 8. Okay.
It's hard to tell today. Miller. And able to kick it out of harm's way. Morgan Shank kept in by Fian. Eberman trying to set up Miller again. Hatch intercepted by Palladino. And Butler runs out of room.
A little pressure here by the Golden Eagles. They put one in. Still got plenty of time.
Absolutely. Just a little less than 10 minutes to go here in this final half. Whistle going against Seneca. Back to a throw-in for the Chiefs, Nicole Edelman. Rowe. Taking the hit on the play from the ball. Grace Malillo, slow to get up.
Yeah, blew the whistle right away. She buckled over. Hopefully she's okay. Getting up right away, getting a fine hand from the crowd here.
Because they knocked the wind out of her. Seems like she's all good. Which is a good sign for Seneca. Resume play. Mason Larcomp up the middle to Cadence Fian. Larcomp intercepted by Napoli. Taken right back by Hatch. Rowe. Hatch. Goes out to Morsey. Morsey. And challenged. For guess what? Another corner for the Chiefs.
Number 11.
Cat Hatch back to take the corner. Nice setup. It would get out of harm's way was Larcomp. Quick setup right to Julia Rath after the pass by Nicole Edelman. Missed on the ball, regained by Napoli. And just taken out of bounds was Eberman. Fian. Monroe. Looking up the field. Finds Rowe. Pass from Edelman, going to go out of play. 7:20 to go here in the second half. We have a sub. Number 5, Maddie Schwartz checks back in for number 3, Cadence Fian. Seneca doing all they can with now short time. Sophia Cooper. It would make the play. Eberman denied by Napoli. Or Hatch.
Easy call there for the refs.
Haven't seen many of that today.
Oh, fairly clean game. I mean, it's an aggressive game out there. Beating people to the ball and all, but really no cheap shots.
Nice defense there from Aylin Rowe. Bellamore inside to Caroline Neal. Cross misses on Emily Butler.
Good defense there by Golden Eagles, staying with their player.
Throw in for Seneca. Now moving down the field to Gabby Miller. Miller, through pass. Right to Jada Branford. Haven't called her name in a little bit. Most of the possession's been on the Cherokee offense. Punt up the middle. Miller challenged by Aylin Rowe. And whistle goes on Rowe.
They're going to get a push there. And speaking of pushes, sure Golden Eagles are going to have to push up here with now 4:40 left in the second half.
Grace Malillo will now take the free kick. Good distance here to set up something for the Golden Eagles. Quick one denied. Moving quick on it was Napoli. And out of bounds it goes. Back to Seneca. Malillo. Try to find Palladino on that pass. And then Cooper sends it right over to Branford for the easy throw. Get up the field now. Butler, Neal, and kicking out of bounds. Twelfth corner of the day for the Chiefs. Aylin Rowe taking the corner. Rowe. Not the best placement on that one, but Cherokee still has possession. Edelman had a good look there. Just off to the right. And as Julia Rath takes this goal kick, we'd like to give thanks to today's crew. As always, I'm Connor McAndrew alongside Joe Malagrana. For our Option 2 students today, we have Ada McGee, Tyler DeSanto, M. Weimer, and Jack Denick. And today's crew, Matt Briglia, Jacob Millard, Jackson Gruber, and Robert Danan. Made a play on that was Palladino. Palladino!
Oh.
Shot saved by Branford. She put a hand on it. Kept it out of the net.
That a hand or the crossbar? Kind of tough to tell.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't off her hand.
Well, neither case didn't go in, but that would have been something with 2 minutes left to cut the lead in half.
Sophia Cooper for the Golden Eagles. Malillo with a high pass. Ball on the ground for Palladino trying to fight for it. Napoli wins the challenge. Back to Malillo. Seneca on the last second attack. Pushing it down the field was Butler. Nicole Edelman. Stolen away by Gabby Miller. Miller for the through pass.
There he goes.
Palladino on the run.
Oh,
Juliet Morsey with the challenge.
was up to it, man. Had a break and nice clear. Keeps it a 2-goal game with 40 seconds left.
Third corner coming up for Seneca. Trying to push things with 38 seconds to go. Palladino. Cross. Missed on that attempt. Whistle on. Seneca goes back to the Chiefs. Final 10 seconds to go. Throw in from Edelman. And that should do it.
It's a phenomenal half of soccer, especially for the Chiefs. It was 1-0 at halftime. Pretty even play, in the first half. But Chiefs really turned it on and ended up with 12 corner kicks coming into the second half with just one. That shows you the amount of pressure that they did possess, the majority of that second half. Great show there for the Golden Eagles. I'm sure both teams would be looking forward to the playoffs beginning next week.
Absolutely. A great game for both sides. Cherokee able to get the job done at home, especially from the help of Jada Branford. What a game she had.
Absolutely. And anytime the defenseman, put it back to her, calm and collected, didn't any pressure on her. And she was in total control in the net.
And there's your updated standings. Cherokee moves to 14-3. They're the 5th-ranked team in the conference, and you have Seneca dropping to 11-7, as their ranking will probably move down right before next week, as we will throw it to our play and player of the game after this short message.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction, providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600 and on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
It is now time for the Equitable Player of the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. Let's send it down to Connor McAndrews, standing by for the interview.
Thanks, Joe. I'm here with our player of the game, Jada Branford. So, Jada, how do you feel about today's win?
I mean, I feel really good. Seneca is a hard team, so I'm glad we were able to work through all of our communicational issues. And we're missing a couple players, but I think we were able to succeed.
Glad to hear. Take me through that save you had after the rebound.
Well, I wasn't really prepared at first, and it was kind of like a reaction save at first. And then I just saw the rebound, I got up, and I threw my body.
Playoffs coming up next week. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. We have good matchups coming up, so I'm ready to win.
Sounds great, Jada. Best of luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with our play of the game.
Once again, that was our player of the game, Jada Branford. Can't say enough about her today. Just an outstanding performance.
Yeah, and they had the chance to, Golden Eagles had a chance to break in, into that 1-0 league and tie it up, and they had to get the ball past Jada Branford, and that just wasn't going to happen today. Excellent, excellent job.
It's time now to take a look at the Allstate Good Hands Play of the Game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC 609-654-1426, or at Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Guess we're going to see that miraculous save by our player of the game.
It's a shot by Gabby Miller.
The rebound and gets right up. Unbelievable.
Second chance from Palladino. And Branford says no.
Unreal.
That will take us to the end of today's game. The Cherokee Chiefs, once again, they won 2-0. Oh, not done yet. Our next game will be playoffs. Going to be full slate of action, potentially. We have 4 games scheduled. Stay tuned for that. Soccer, field hockey, and football. Should be a good one. As always, I'm Connor McAndrew alongside Joe Malagrana. We will see you next week.